You know, one of the many reasons that COVID has been so hard to beat is that it's just so contagious. But here's a way to catch it that you don't hear about every day. The virus is apparently so contagious it can be transmitted from the grave. KAMC Laura Laughead's here, and so Laura, you can catch this from someone who died of COVID?
Yeah, Brian, the short answer is yes. You can definitely catch COVID-19 from a corpse. But no, it's not something we should freak out about. It's rare, but it can happen. And here's what the experts say you should do to make sure it doesn't happen to you. A year into the pandemic, we all know how COVID-19 is transferred from one member of the living to the next.
A sick individual coughs, sneezes, or is talking.
But now, the latest lesson on COVID infection comes from beyond the grave. Yes, you can catch the coronavirus from a corpse. But if the virus is spread through the air, how can you catch it from someone who's no longer breathing?
If somebody were to go and touch, hug, or kiss a dead corpse, yes, there is a chance that they might catch virus from contact.
The chances are very low, but it's possible. The most at risk are those who handle dead bodies, like forensic pathologists and funeral directors. And that's exactly what's concerning Mike Box, who works at Crestridge Funeral Home.
Those droplets still can come out of their mouth and nose and form a vapor that you can be exposed to.
Funeral workers have to use extensive PPE. Doctors don't know just how long the virus can live in a person even after they've died, but it could be several days.
That just shows you how strong that virus is, that it can live through the embalming process and then kept in refrigeration for 3 days.
One of the biggest challenges has been open casket funerals for COVID patients. Families want to see their loved ones one last time without knowing the potential risk.
It's hard for them to say goodbye to somebody without touching them.
Sometimes they'll even put veils over the caskets at these funerals for safety. But doctors emphasize the greatest risk at a funeral is the potential for spread among the living.
The virus is not going to jump out of the dead body. The risk is from other individuals who are present during the ceremony.
Now, this doesn't mean we need to worry about being in the same room as someone who's died of the virus. It just means you should be careful how close you get to them. The CDC has a full list of safety guidelines to help grieving families say goodbye.